Hello, this is Gloria on Homestead Thursdays. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to say thank you to those who watched last week, to those who liked my video, who shared it, who loved it, who left comments. I am back again to let you know what I've been up to in the kitchen. Let me go ahead and get started. All right, the first thing that I want to share with you all is what I did with my sourdough starter discard this week. This week I made peanut butter cookies and I absolutely love them. Some of the peanut butters you can see have chocolate chips and some of them do not. Mario and I both tried it and I don't know, they taste about the same. I guess there's not enough chocolate chips to really make a big difference. I love how soft these are. Mario said they kind of remind him of a cakey-like texture. I feel like I put them out right at the right time. It has a nice color, nice taste. I'm just very impressed. I will definitely be making these again. I will put the recipe in the comments if you would like to try them. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on, and I'm going to show you something else that I did. All right, this weekend past, I made a dish. It's a sausage or a veggie sausage pasta dish. And the inspiration actually came from Gardein. They have a sausage pasta bowl. And so I wanted to try to see if I could make my own version. All right, and I used those banza noodles. I'm not certain how you pronounce that noodle, so I'm not going to try. And then I used this marinara sauce. And I also used field roast apple sage sausages. And I just cooked each one, mixed it together, and added a few different seasonings. Mario has tried it. He likes it. He just wishes there was more sauce to it. So I might add more sauce the next time. Let me go ahead and show you just what it looks like. I've got the label. All right, with the date, take it off, and right underneath, you can see I've got that sourdough bread. And then you can see the actual pasta. You can see the sausages and you can see the sauce. And I have a little bit of this Parmesan cheese that I made. And if I think about it, I'll put that recipe in the comments. It has a cashew base. All right, so let me go ahead and cover that up and put it up. I have not tried it yet. I will at some point. All right. Next, let me share what else that I've been up to. I made falafels. All right. And the base is chickpea. It also has garlic. It has shallots, several different seasonings. It has sesame seeds. It has fresh basil. And I also made this garlic hummus dill sauce to go with it. All right. And the hummus was store-bought. Now, both Mario and I have tried it. He loves this much more than I do. It's okay. However, I think my taste buds might need a little bit more adjusting. It's very earthy. And I just am not sure that my taste buds are used to those different flavors. I probably will make it again, and hopefully I'll like it a little bit better the next time. All right, let me go ahead and move it out of the way so that I can show you how I plated Mario's lunch with it. Give me just a moment to put these items over here. All right, got the container, and then you can see how underneath here are wraps. All right, and then I've got lettuce, got pickle. Here's the dill sauce. Here's the hummus. There are the falafels. And in here, I've got red onion, tomatoes, and underneath there's a little bit of vegan cheese. Absolutely love these compartment containers just for something like this. And again, I use those little cupcake holders to separate and divide. All right, so that's the falafels. I'm going to go ahead and move that out of the way so that I can show you what else that I did. All right, I did fermented vegetables. Okay, and I got this idea from a friend of mine, And it was not hard at all. Let me go ahead and show you what I had to get to make it. I had to get this special jar. It's got a spring in it, and then it's got this special lid. Okay, it came with a kit recipe book. It came with salt for pickling and preserving, but I use sea salt. And then this is what it looks like. All right. And I got this from Kroger. It is expensive, but my friend tells me that if you have those jars already, I believe she got hers from Walmart, and you can just get those special lids. But I didn't have jars, so I had to buy the whole kit. All right. And so I've got two different kinds. The first one right here was seasoned with red pepper, thyme, and oregano. And then the second one was seasoned with red pepper, basil, and dill. It was very easy to do. You put minced garlic at the bottom of the jar, and then you layered your veggies. And my veggies were carrot, broccoli, red pepper, green pepper, cauliflower, and green beans. Then you put your seasonings on top. You do a mixture of so much sea salt with filter water, and you pour it on there. All right, and you make sure you get all the air bubbles out, and then you press that spring down on top of your veggies. You put the lid on and you let it sit for 5 days. Mario and I have both tasted it. I think I like it a little bit more than he does. It's not one of the things, in my opinion, that's so much about the taste as it is for the gut health. All right, and this recipe says that you don't need to eat that many a day, maybe just a couple of tablespoons. So that was something new that I did, and I believe that I will continue to do it, and also maybe try different seasonings. So let me go ahead and move this out of the way. And again, I will be dropping that recipe if you would like to make it. Now, this week, I have been doing a lot of work with watermelon, cutting it up, juicing it up, and I also did something new. I made a watermelon concentrate. All right, and so what I do with this is I take this and I mix it with equal part water, and then you have like a watermelon lemonade juice. I got the idea from a canning group that I'm a part of. And I actually want to make a strawberry lemonade concentrate as well. Mario, he likes it, so I will probably make him some more while we still have seeded watermelons. I don't like it too much because I'm not a watermelon fan. All right, so let me go ahead and move that. And I also canned it. And all of my cans, I believe I made 11 half pints. They all pinged and canned and sealed well, so I'm excited about that. That was my second canning project. Let me go ahead and show you what else I made. Now, I was wondering, what was something else I could do? And people were giving ideas about making jam and candy with the watermelon rind. And so I looked up a recipe, and they had watermelon rind jam. And so that's what this is. Okay, now this recipe, it took quite a while to make, and it didn't make that much. It only made 2 of these half pints. Both Mario and I have tried it. It's different, but it's sweet. It does taste good. I feel like it will be better when it's cold and maybe on some toast. So if I remember, I will show you pictures and report back on that. And I will say that I was a little, what is the word that I want to use? Taken back, because the picture in the recipe was bright red or pink. And you can see this is not bright colored at all. However, I followed the directions and it tastes fine. So I don't know if I'll make it again. Maybe it'll be a little bit different the next time. Let me go ahead and move that to the side. All right, another thing that I did this past week was start Kombucha, which is a fermented tea that helps with your gut health. All right, so this is just a week old. I still have maybe 3 or 4 more weeks until I can drink it. I will report back then. And it was not hard to do. All right, I brewed up this tea Assam tea. Okay, it was the loose tea leaves. All right, and then I mixed it with so much sugar, and I had to let it cool completely. And then you make sure you take off the tea leaves and you strain it, and I mixed it with a whole bottle of original kombucha. All right, and I will be very delighted in a few weeks to finally taste my own kombucha. And I'm excited that you can flavor it with pureed or juiced fruits. So I will be reporting back on that. All right, moving on. That's a lot of seasonings, but that's what I want to talk to you all about today. I learned as a vegetarian that it's not so much that people really like the taste of meat as much as it is that they like the flavor that's added to it. So the key that I've learned to cooking without meat is what seasonings you use. So I'm going to just quickly go through some of the seasonings that I have. Okay, right here I've got a sea salt and pepper blend. I also use them separately. I have a garlic powder and onion powder blend, but I also use those separately. I use garlic sea salt at times. I use pink Himalayan sea salt. I use this garlic and herb seasoning by Mrs. Dash a lot to put on top of my salads. All right, what do I want to talk about next? Let's go here. And then I had to, those are pretty normal. But then I had to learn some new seasonings, okay? And so these are some of the new seasonings that I have tried out since being a vegetarian, then vegan. Coriander, cumin, smoked paprika. If you have not tried this, try it. I got this one from Trader Joe's, but Kroger also has some. The smell is wonderful, and it's a very bold taste. Much different than your regular paprika that you might use, but that was new to me as well. Use a good amount of chili powder. Cardamom, I actually have this in an essential oil, but I had to get the ground up cardamom for that falafel, so that was new. And then cayenne pepper, and I get most of my seasons from Kroger, but you can get them from all over. You can get them from Kroger, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods. The Dollar Tree has seasonings. You can get them from Save-A-Lot, Walmart, Meijer, just about anywhere. All right, let me show you some other ones that I use. This is that it may be tahini. I said tahini the last time, but I use this in my Mexican dishes. I use a good amount of taco seasoning. Absolutely love French fry seasoning. And I'll tell you, I got turned on to French fry seasoning when my granddad passed and we were cleaning out his home. We were, divvying out different things. And I took his French fry seasoning, and I have still been using it till the day. This is actually the second one I bought, because not too long ago I ran out of his. And I think that if my granddad was living today, he'd probably laugh, because I didn't do much cooking when I was single, and I didn't have much seasoning. But now I understand why you need lots of seasonings. So let me talk a little bit more. Sorry about my thumb. All right, here are some seasonings that I use when maybe I'm baking. Allspice, sometimes cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. I like to have dried herbs. This time it's ground, but you can get it dried. Chives, parsley, cilantro, dill, marjoram, tarragon. And I'll be honest, because you can get these dried herbs fresh, but my palate is not used to that bold flavor. Even in that falafel, that parsley is just really overpowering, so I still have to get used to the taste of fresh herbs. All right, let me move on to a few more. I've got some red pepper flakes, oregano, basil. This oregano and basil, those are my granddad's. I'm still using them, and I actually still have the parsley container. I've got to find it. But those are some of my dried herbs. And then I got these for my mom and I to try. Found these at Kroger, and they were on sale. Probably like 69-75 cents a piece. So I've got this Cuban inspired mojo seasoning, shawarma seasoning, harissa seasoning, maybe gochujang powder, and that one is bulgogi seasoning. So I will be using those on veggies and in different types of dishes, and I will just be expanding my palate and my flavor. All right. So next and lastly, I will be talking to you about some low-carb drinks. All right. First are these. Simple Truth calls them Splish. And then there's also Hint. Mario drinks these. Okay. They have watermelon, apple, tangerine, pineapple, and there's some more. I think cherry, maybe some others. I'm not a big fan of those because it's not a bold taste. But Mario, he likes it. Then I also use Splash. All right. And I have the grape and the berry. Mario, he likes those. And I like the lemon. But they also have other flavors, such as I believe they have maybe a mandarin one. They have kiwi strawberry and maybe some others. I get mine from Kroger, but you can also get them from Meijer, and sometimes the Dollar Tree will have them. There's 6 in the pack. All right, so if you can find those at the Dollar Tree, that's a deal. Speaking of the Dollar Tree, let me go ahead and show you these right here. Blueberry lemonade and strawberry lemonade. I got those from the Dollar Tree. Okay, the blueberry lemonade, I believe, is maybe 2 net carbs per 12 ounces. That's excellent. And then the strawberry lemonade is, I believe, 9 net carbs per 12 ounces. So this huge 2-liter, I was making sure it was a 2-liter bottle, 99 or $1, actually. It's just $1. So if you want to try those at the Dollar Tree, I recommend them. Both Mario and I like it. It's not extremely sweet, but it's just enough. All right, and then the last drinks I'm going to show you are by Bay or By. All right, and so they have the antioxidant infusion. Okay, and this comes in all different types of flavors. I just am showing you the watermelon. They have strawberry lemonade. They have blueberry. They have clementine. It's just so many different options. And then I have the Bay Bubbles. And they have these in lots of options. This one is grapefruit. They have blood orange. They have grapefruit, pineapple, watermelon, some other flavors. And then they also have teas. All right, and this one is the raspberry, but they also have it in lemon. They have it in peach and some other flavors as well. Now, those are expensive. I will not lie. I try to catch them when they're on sale. Again, I get mine from Kroger, but sometimes Meijer has sales as well. All right, so those are just some different low-carb drink options. And that is today's Homestead Thursdays with Gloria. Today was a little bit longer. I had a lot of spices to show you. I had a lot of low-carb drinks to show you, but I did want to share it because I know that some people are looking and tuning in for vegan info. Some people are looking and checking in for low-carb info. So thank you for tuning in. Like, love, share this video. Leave comments. Tell me what you think. Have you tried anything? Is there anything that you want me to try? And I will see you next week. Shalom.